What's up, ladies and gents? Sinister1, your host, and I wanted to make a video to see if Gotham Knights on PC has improved any since the new update and patches that have come out since release. So many of you have watched my walkthrough with Green Team Captain. I did that on the PlayStation 5, running at 30 frames in 4K. However, obviously the console versions cannot get above 30 frames, so I also had the PC edition, hoping that it would be able to run somewhat smooth. And from the first video that I did, obviously it was shown off not to be the case. But here we are after some patches, and we're taking a look at, again, Gotham Knights running on PC in 4K max settings. Now, the only difference is I've turned off ray tracing, and I have display capture on, so you will easily be able to see whether or not this is running better than it was on launch day. Essentially, what I was getting, if you go back to that video previously, you will realize that the frames I was getting was literally going down into the 20s when you were going around the city. So already I can most assuredly tell you that it is running significantly better. It is still all over the place. Sometimes it'll go up to, wow, 36. So immediately, as soon as I get down here, okay, we're running at 56, 58. That's not too bad.
Who's that?
I can definitely assure you we were not getting 60 frames earlier when we were down in this location.
I'm near Talia's location.
The way Batman talked about her, I'd watch your back.
So we're going to do
not my first run-in with Talia.
a little mission here and see how everything runs.
Talia, I thought you and your league would have packed your bags by now.
I'm not their commander. They cast me out.
You're the daughter of their leader. Burning his body would have pretty much guaranteed your place at the top.
My late father insisted Bruce would be the next head of the League, despite his refusal. Since that ill-fated duel, all the League can agree on is carrying out Raish's mission.
It doesn't make sense. Why would Raish kill Bruce if he was his successor?
I agree. It was an irrational whim. I warned him the Batman would be his downfall. But repeated exposure to the Lazarus Pits breaks down a subject's mind. Eventually, their true self is erased.
Why bother killing him then? It's not like he would have been a threat to you. What was it really about?
Consider it a logical choice. A painless end for him and closure for the League. And for me. Now they want me dead.
I guess your time in Gotham has finally come to an end.
I have other matters to attend to. The funeral was tasteful. I'm sure Bruce would have appreciated it.
Leave Bruce out of this. This is between you and me. Now answer my question.
No, but I can ask you one. Why would an apprentice to the cowl break into the morgue? I know you weren't following me.
It's an ongoing investigation.
Ongoing? Left behind by Bruce. I wish you the best of luck. You'll be needing it soon. Because once the League regains its footing, Gotham will be in its sights.
So now remember, guys, this is 4K, everything up to max. So
Alfred, it looks like Talia's got her own mission here.
Of course she has. Why didn't you ask her about Langstrom?
I really don't want to give her anything she doesn't already have.
Good idea. Let's try and keep it that way.
one thing to note that is, even with a 3090, the games have a hard time at getting 60 frames sometimes.
Sounds
Especially
serious. What's going on?
games that are made in today's generation.
You gotta hear this.
Whenever Harley's involved, there's trouble. I'm on my way.
So to have this game be under 60 at 4K can be very understandable, even though you would think, okay, maybe it shouldn't because, you know, this is 2020, but that's just how it is. It's something you have to realize, that even running with a 3090 isn't going to give you the... Oh, I missed it. Isn't going to give you the bestest of performance all the time. I mean, a 4090 is going to do like double this. But first of all, we can already say, or at least I can already say, that this is running 10 times smoother than it was on that initial video. I mean, seriously, when I was down here this low, I could not get like 30 frames was a highlight when I was playing this earlier on PC, that first stream and video that we did. So it's definitely running a lot smoother. And I will tell you that playing this game with, you know, above 60 is something that's so much more enjoyable.
I love my job.
I do love my job. And yeah, so I mean, it's significantly better, and I wish that we would have been able to have this type of experience when the game originally came out. Of course, we beat the game on the PlayStation 5, so I finished it 100% over there. But to say the least, let's do, I don't even know if there's actually one or not here. Let's check it out. There might not even be one available to us right now. There is not. I think you have to go back to the Belfry before you can even get one. Let's head back to the Belfry, since there are no actual crimes to be done. I will say one thing though. Loading is not as fast on PC. But now look, we're getting 80 frames.
So
I mean, it does dip and kind of in weird places.
USB drive. And that's how we got this video? Babs, help?
Do we think it's legit? Bruce never talked to me about it.
When Bruce worked with criminals, he didn't exactly keep us in the loop.
Yeah, it's not you, Tim. But it's also not crazy to think that Harley made this up.
Just play it, and we'll know.
Hiya, Betsy. Been a while. It's weird, 'cause I heard a rumor that you were dead.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I got what you wanted. Hope that ain't what got you dead. So come visit me at Blackgate. Ooh.
Wait, hasn't Harley Quinn been out of Gotham ever since, you know, her ex?
Killed me? Isn't that what you meant? Rumor has it she did some government thing. Went straight-ish. She's got something.
Then we go find Harley. Now.
One of the things I really did enjoy about this game playing it was cutscenes. I really felt like they did a great job with the story, definitely better than I'm sure a lot of other people thought, at least for me it was. I wasn't a big fan of this whole gear system, to be honest. It just did not do it for me at all. But I will say after a while, Green and I started to get kind of used to it. Wasn't the easiest thing to get used to, but it started to become natural and felt pretty good as you're going around trying to figure out what's the best for you, and you know, finally starting to figure out how it works, you know, which took what felt like a super long time to do, but we eventually did get into it a lot more, and it became much more enjoyable in my opinion. Let's see, what would we do? Increase Batgirl's critical damage. Alright, let's just get out and we're gonna do a premeditated
Do you think this Harley thing is really
crime,
worth
just so we can kind of take a look at how smooth it is. But like I said, I think at this point I can finally say that the PC edition is the one that you should go for at this point. Looks like we got one 420 away, so let's go do that one. Now this is before I haven't done really anything. This is the very beginning of the game, so I haven't, you know, see how it gets down to 41 frames? It's just like, it's so confusing as to why it has to get down that low. Where's this thing at? I think we passed it. Oh, here it is, 231 away. The only other thing I don't like about this is, like, see, I was looking in a completely different direction, but it spun me that way. Like, I wish they had a better magnetized system. Look at that, 32 frames from up here? I mean, that makes no sense to me. There are still moments... Now, granted, it's not going below what it is on consoles, but at least on consoles, it was smooth, and I didn't get confused by anything in particular. So, perform perfect evades, defeat all enemies, free the hostage.
We're gonna own this place. Freak Zone Gotham. Let's go.
Now, one of the other things I really don't like about this game is how you can't just drop. Like, you'll literally bounce you'll bounce like in a weird magnetized way. If I were to hit B and drop down, it's gonna just dart me forward. And that's one of the things I didn't really like about this game that I wish could have been changed somewhat. I love how you can set up these little...
got me on edge.
Quiet. I hate quiet. Got a big mouse out there tonight. I'll come too.
Let's go ahead and get started.
Hell! Got a hero here looking spicy. Get him! Ditch it! Squish her! Get ready for more, freak! It's back!
Get out of here!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Very dark, though. But it's so much smoother, the combat. Like, seriously, it's so much easier to dodge than the PlayStation version. I mean, that is for sure.
Got more enemies coming in! Come on! Take fun!
See, I don't know. Oh, it's X. Okay. Oh, it didn't do it. Totally didn't do it there. That was weird. I know I didn't do any of the bonus, but that's alright.
I took that.
So much smoother.
You're safe.
I'm lucky you got here in time. I owe you my life.
Again, this is how I would definitively want to play Batman or excuse me, Batman Gotham Knights. Just play Gotham Knights. It's much, much smoother, especially in the controlled scenes, like here, where you don't have the whole city kind of looking out. But as I've said previously on all of the videos that I did for my main walkthrough, this game would have been ranked so much higher for me if it was a linear game and structured in just mission format instead of this open world. But the open world, in my opinion, really bogged it down and made it not as fun. Again, you know, that's just my opinion on it. I would like to know what you guys think. Have you played the PC version? Is it much smoother for you all now? As you can see, it completely is. Now, obviously, if I would go into here and go over to graphics and turn on ray tracing, this is going to completely change the game, and it's going to completely bring the game down. Immediately, as you can see, now with ray tracing on, it's down to 33 frames. But I think most people are still not playing the game right now with ray tracing on, would be my guess. Because it really doesn't add enough to the game, and you can just look at that. I mean, it's like a slideshow. It's a freaking slideshow. I mean, that is just sad as hell. Because I just feel like it doesn't need to be a slideshow. Like this, granted, everything looks really great. I do love the look of the game, but I do not think it's good enough that just adding ray tracing would make the game perform this badly. Right? There's not that much of a difference from what we just saw to now. So I never really understood why it got bogged down that much. But it is what it is. Obviously, they can still do a lot more. But still, I mean, 46 frames down here, and you just wish it would be a little bit better. Like, you wish you could get a full 60, especially with the 3090. And now remember, I'm playing with DLSS on, and when DLSS on, that means the game is actually being rendered at 1440p and then upscaled in NVIDIA's own way of making it feel like 4K. So technically, you would think this would be significantly higher. This would be double what you would get on 4K, right? Because 1440p to 4K is twice the amount. So I don't understand exactly why they weren't able to optimize this with the amount of time that they had to do it. But I really, really enjoyed the game. I loved the story. I loved playing co-op, and I can't wait to show you guys some 4-player gameplay as well. Let me know what you think of the PC version. Has it improved in your eyes, or is it still a mess and needs a lot of work? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video. Peace.